want to talk a quick second about what happened this week and the noise that's been reverberating. So I think it was a Monday or so. I'm on the air with Monica McNutt, and ultimately the next day it was her and Janae Ogumake, and then after that it was Janae Ogumake and Andrea Carter. I think that Janae Ogumake and Andrea Carter are superstars in the making in this business. They do an incredible job, and I love them both, and I'm so proud of them both. And Monica McNutt does a hell of a job too. And by the way, there was a typo earlier this week about me calling her my former colleague. That is far from the truth. Monica McNutt has a very bright future for ESPN as well. She should. But the noise that was being made disgusted me. Because one of the things that I keep trying to say to people is I have no problem with people's opinions. I have no problem with people's criticisms. Just make sure that it's contextualized properly. If I'm arguing about something, don't say I was arguing about something else. That's all I ask. Hold me accountable for what I actually say, not what you think, not what you're speculating about, what I actually say. The subject matter was Caitlin Clark. And you got people out there like Andrea Carter and Janae and others talking about merit, merit, merit. And Monica McNutt to a lesser degree, merit, merit, merit. And how Team USA and the WNBA and all of these folks shouldn't be thinking about marketing and it's about what's going to be unfair to the other ladies, blah, 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 blah. I specifically said, you're absolutely right. It would be unfair to the other ladies. There's not a single person that deserves to be taken off of Team USA in favor of Caitlin Clark. I specifically said, if we're talking strictly basketball, no argument. But Team USA, particularly on the men's side, and one could argue on the women's side as well, along with whether it's the WNBA, it's the NBA, or any other business, they don't make decisions based strictly on the purity of the sport and the meritocracy of competition. They also take marketing into consideration. When we think about decisions that have been made in the world of sports forever, marketing has played a role. Ladies and gentlemen, marketing always plays a role. It's all about establishing and understanding this is what is going on. Caitlin Clark wants to be on the team, but who cares? She knows that in all likelihood she didn't deserve it. She's a rookie. 4 years from now, she'll be on the team. And by the way, in fairness to Monica McNutt, Janae Ogumake, Andrea Carter, and others, I've had male Hall of Famers call me and argue with me about how right they are. They've said, respectfully, we love Caitlin Clark. We think she's going to be a superstar. We wish her nothing but the best. But the hell with her when you're competing against her. Try to destroy her every chance you get when you get on the court with her. Try to be better than her in every category. All true. None of it addresses my point. My point is, she's the golden goose. You have been clamoring for attention. You've been clamoring for more cachet, fair and equitable treatment, chartered jets, weight room facilities, dollars, marketing opportunities, etc., etc., etc. We've seen the ladies in collegiate sports capitalize off of NIL and the transfer portal. We anticipate that more is coming down the pike for the ladies in the professional ranks in terms of marketing opportunities. You see it all. And when you see those things, what they're doing is their game will validate it, but those other elements accentuate them and accentuate the product, because if they make themselves more attractive to people outside the world of the sport, they'll gravitate to those athletes and support them inside the world of the sport they're playing in, because that's the name of the game. NBC is investing nearly $8 billion in the Olympics. You think they don't want ratings? You think they don't want ratings? Who doesn't know they want ratings? Everybody knows that. Yet somehow, some way, all of a sudden, I'm getting castigated. You got folks treating me like I'm chauvinistic. I was raised by 5 women. Here's the difference, y'all. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Let me tell my staff a little secret. Let me tell everybody a little secret about me. Do you know why it may put people off a little bit when you see me talking about issues pertaining to ladies? It's because I talk about it the same way I talk about issues pertaining to men. Because while most people talk about treating women as equals, I actually see them as such. Because I was raised by 5 of them. I grew up I'm the youngest of 6. I got 4 older sisters. I've never hit a woman in my life. I've been slapped up my damn head by women all my life. All of it. Except by my mama. Now, my mama used to take my ear and just ring it and make my head twist. That's how she used to punish me. She used to twist my head. You see what I'm saying? Twist my ear rather, and spin my head around because it hurt like hell when she twisted my ear. She wouldn't hit me in public places. She just grabbed my ear and just twisted. Oh, my sisters, I'll tell you their names. Linda, Arlen, Carmen, Abigail. Linda, Arlen, Abigail, and Carmen in that order because Carmen's the youngest, Linda's the oldest. They slap me upside the head all the time. I'm 56. They'll slap me up the head right now. I've been debating with women all my life. It doesn't faze me because I see them as equals, if not better. I think women are far more capable than men have shown themselves to be. I think women are far less trifling than men have shown themselves to be. They say behind every great man is a great woman. I say beside every great man is a great woman. What are you talking about? And you have people walking around here treating stuff like there's some misogyny going on. And then everybody gravitated to the statement, oh my God, well, you know what, he's going off about First Take, and he was talking about how First Take did this for Monica McNutt, and then people labeled it. I never said I made them. I never said the show made them. People interpreted it as such, but you left out how I said what First Take did for me, what First Take did for Shannon, what First Take did for Ryan Clark, what First Take did for Marcus Spears, what First Take did for Molly, what First Take did for Kimberly. You left all of that out. You left it all out. And people who don't know better or don't have the time to watch the show or have no interest in contextualizing stuff properly buy into that bullshit. I wonder why that is. And it ain't just some of the ladies, it's a lot of the fellas too, which is why I addressed Peter Rosenberg the other day the way that I did. Because I thought I was taken out of context and I thought that I was being attributed to saying something I did not say. But I'm turning on the TV and it's like, oh my Lord, well, you know what he's trying to say. First Take's done something for all of us. It's a 2-hour show, live every weekday morning, and 2 hours of real estate give people opportunities to speak, commentate, and pontificate about a bevy of subjects. The more airtime you get, the more profile you build. The more your profile builds, the more cachet you may gain. It's a crime to say that. It's misogynistic to say that. When I'm saying the same thing that has been done for men has been done for women. What are we doing? What are we doing? And I turn around and I see, oh, okay. So suddenly Monica McNutt is on Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart. Not Sports Center. Jon Stewart. No crime there. Get your shine. Hell, I don't care if Janae and Andrea and Molly and everybody else is invited in. I saw Kerry Champion on CNN talk about me. Kerry Champion, the former host of First Take, mind you. Ain't throwing no shade on her. She's entitled to her opinion. Jemele Hill, of course. I mean, the names just come flocking out. And I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything wrong. I'm simply saying the issue is about marketing versus basketball. The merits of playing basketball compared to the merits of bringing marketing into the equation to influence potential decisions. Team USA feels one way. The WNBA feels the one way. The ladies on the squad are going to feel one way. Somebody else is going to feel the other. And then I love how I see, the emotions dripping everywhere from these folks that were going to be on the team. Men have been left off of teams in the past. Is there any greater crime in Olympic history than Isaiah Thomas being denied a roster spot on the original Dream Team in 1992? Is there a greater crime? Is there a greater crime? We all know he deserved to be on there. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it happens. Women have received unfair treatment for centuries. So have men. Don't get me started with black men and how black men are treated. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's reality. And in the end, if you told me that somebody has to get messed over for a spot on the Olympic team, so collectively they can all get paid more and they can all get a greater cachet and they can all get greater shine, I'm good with that. If you disagree, you disagree. But it should not be accusations of misogyny or chauvinism or anything like that. We're talking sports. We're talking marketing. We're talking business. You agree or disagree. That is the merit of the issue. Nothing more. And we will continue to do that on this show. And a matter of fact, I got one better. Because, see, I noticed the problem. Especially when it comes to me. Anytime I say something, anytime it involves the opposite sex, it's always some debate. Ladies, I'm running from no one. You are more than welcome to come on the show and challenge me about an opinion I've had. I don't care if it's Jemele Hill. I don't care if it's Kerry Champion. I don't care if it's Monica, who's been on this show before and was invited this week. I don't care if it's Andrea Carter, who was invited and did show up on the show this week. I don't care if it's Janae Ogumake, who has been on this show, or any of the ladies out there. Because you know something, ladies? I value your opinion. And I don't mind disagreeing. Because I respect you enough to hear your opinion. Which is more than I can say for some of these fake ass people out here that act like they support you, but you never hear from them. And you never get an invite from them. You have an invite from me. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I don't give a damn what the issue is. If it's a pertinent, relevant subject and gender issues come into play where some women may feel differently than most men or vice versa, and y'all want to talk about it, Stephen A's right here. Ain't nobody hiding. And I say that with a smile on my face because I welcome it, because I like doing that. You know why? Because those 5 women that I told you raised me, we've been having those kind of discussions all my life. All my life. I love it. The only time in my life, and I'll move on after this, the only time in my life I've ever been petrified of talking to women is when they had me come on The View years ago. Tiger Woods had gotten busted by his wife. And remember when she whipped his ass? Now, I know he didn't admit she whipped his ass, but damn it, he was bruised. He showed up in those police photos. Remember, he was bruised up? That was the wife kicking his ass. That's what that was about. We all know that, right? We all know that. It was funny to us. We laughed about it. You got busted. You got busted. The wife put it on him, okay? And next thing you know, he was in the police blotters, right? I had already had a scheduled guest appearance on The View, and I had to show up the next day. I think this was like 2010, 2009, 2010. And I rolled up in there, and it was the late, great Barbara Walters, along with Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Oh, I'm sorry, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. And when I walked into that studio, it was stadium seating. And it was like they were sitting on top of you. And there were no males in the entire building. The audience, damn it, not even backstage. If there was a man, I didn't see it. I was the only testosterone-filled individual in the building. I was by my damn self. That is the only time in my life that I have been scared to talk with, debate, or disagree with anyone. And they just so happened to be women that day. And any man alive would have forgiven me. That's Barbara Walters we talking about. That's Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and Elizabeth Hasselbeck we talking about. Excuse my language. That was some scary shit. I mean, I had to go to the bathroom the entire segment I was holding it in. That's how nervous I was. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.